everyone, and welcome to the 12 p.m. Happy Moments class with myself, Grace, from the Sports Science Institute of South Africa. And right before we get going, I wanted to mention the benefits of exercise during this period. And of course, while we have a wealth of knowledge to encourage you to remain active, there's much benefits to be derived from this practice, both for you and for your baby. So I wanted to touch on 5 main topics, or 5 main benefits. Number 1 being improved sleep. So of course, as you establish your exercise routine, you're bound to have better sleep. Number 2, there's a boost in mood. As you exercise, there's a release of happy hormones that we refer to as being your endorphins that circulate throughout the system. These hormones tend to improve your mood, thereby reducing stress and anxiety. Number 3, there is a speed up in your post-delivery period, which just means that the more you exercise, the fitter you become, the quicker you are to return to your activities of daily living, thereby improving your capacity right after childbirth. Number 4, being an ease of back pain and pelvic pain. So of course, the more mobile you become, you get rid of all those aches and pains as a result of pregnancy. The last and most final point is a decrease in blood pressure. Your blood pressure will occasionally rise during this period, but the main aspect is that when you exercise, you want to try and limit how quickly this blood pressure tends to rise. So of course, by staying active, you try and combat the sharp increase in blood pressure. Without any further ado, let's get into our warm-up. So grab your stick, and we're going to go in with your mobility. So of course, grab the stick on the furthest end, and let's open up the chest. This just obviously allows all the circulation and allows a gentle preparation to the movements that we'll do today. So we'll go in with 3 more, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Place the stick right behind you. We're going with rotations, trunk rotations. So of course, keeping your hips facing forward and just rotating the upper back. This tends to loosen up any tight structures from all the sitting that we're doing as we're staying home and staying safe. We'll go for 1 more rotation. Perfect. Right, and from here on, we're just going to roll out the shoulders. And then we'll change direction going forward. Perfect. Place your hands on the waist, and we're just going to go with hip swings. So rotating the hips as far out as possible, just loosening up any tight structures. Perfect. Then we'll come down to the mat. So just position yourself on the mat. And of course, we get going with our cat camel. So hands underneath your shoulders, toes firmly tucked into the earth, and knees right underneath your hips. From here on, take a big breath in. We start from the hips, so rounding in, tucking in your pelvis, gradually sending your chin down to the chest. Hold for a brief moment, and stretch out that upper back. And on the exhale, return back to neutral. Right, take a big breath in, we round in, taking your chin all the way down to the chest. And on the exhale, return to neutral. Just make sure that you're comfortable in this position. We'll go in for 1 more breath. Taking a big breath in, round in. Chin down to chest, upper back, reaching for the ceiling. Pelvis tucked in. Wonderful. And return to neutral. From here on, we're sending the hips all the way up to the ceiling. So again, toes tucked in, knees off the ground, hips all the way up to the ceiling. I'm happy for you to drop the heels if your hamstrings can afford you that luxury. Otherwise, bend the knees and send your hips all the way out or up towards the ceiling. Okay, you'll return again on the mat. And from here on, we're going to need your dumbbells or cans if you've got, and a chair. So position yourself on a chair, and please just grab cans or dumbbells if you have. Alright, so right before we get going, we're just going to be seated, hips at 90. Keep your chin tucked in. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. From here on, knees bent and arms relaxed on the side, on your sides. From here on, bring the feet slightly together, and we're going in with rows. So rowing in, and of course trying to maintain a neutral spine. Try not to round up the back, and try not to arch your back as well. So it's just a neutral spine, neither here nor there. That's it. So we're rowing up, and we're going for another 15 seconds, which means we're halfway. That's it. Dumbbells coming all the way up as high as the hip. Squeeze those shoulder blades together to engage the upper back. We've got 3 seconds, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Next up, we go with slow mountain climbers. So on your step or chair, knees to chest like we did last week. Wonderful. So knees to chest. Again, this is a modified version. If you'd like to quicken the pace, just lift the legs a little faster. Okay, I'm just going to do the modified version and stay here for a bit. We've got 10 more seconds. That's it. Try not to drop the head. Keep your head lifted up. And breathe. 3, 2, and your time's up. Wonderful. Right, moving on to the next set of exercises. We're going to get into your reverse fly. So again, seated. I might just do this one sideways so everyone can get a better view of it. So again, seated, leaning forward. I'm happy for you to part the feet to make space for the baby. Arms going sideways. So the difference is that you were sitting upright in the first exercise. This time round, you're leaning forward. Dumbbells come right underneath the hamstrings or the thighs, and you open up. Think of giving someone a big hug with these dumbbells or with these cans. And literally try keep your trunk nice and stable. That's it. We've got 15 seconds to go. We're already halfway. Those arms should start burning. Invite that heat. Good. 10 seconds to go. Try and keep low as possible. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. On the chair, we're going in with your burpees. So, burpees start off just like a mountain climber in a plank position. You step in with the one leg, the other leg follows through, stand, and back down again. I'm happy for you to finish off with the jump if you're comfortable with that. Otherwise, you could just finish off with the stand. So it's a step, step up, and return back down again. All right, that's it. You're most welcome to finish off this movement with the jump. I'm just going to stay right here. That's it. We've got 10 seconds left. Don't forget to raise those arms to finish off the movement. 3, 2, and 1. Time's up. Fabulous. Next up, we move on to, again, a seated sequence. This is where we'll do your military press. So arms on the sides, and from here on, just lifting up. Lifting the dumbbells as high as you can. Wonderful. Keep a soft bend in your elbows. Again, you don't want that sort of a motion, but you want a soft bend. Wonderful. Return the arms at the height of the shoulders. And again, keeping that core nice and tight. Try not to push out the chest in that manner. Keep your core tucked in. Brace the tummy as much as you can. And lifting up. Good. We've got 10 seconds left. Breathe. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time's up. Wonderful. Okay, so now the next one will retire on the mat. And of course in the sequence, we're going to try placing the dumbbell in between the leg. So you obviously want to place the dumbbell in between your hamstring and your calf muscle. And again, we're on all fours. So we're going to do your glute kickback in the sequence. So again, Right leg lifting up to the side and back down again. Ready? And let's go. 30 seconds. Obviously making sure that these arms are nice and straight, so I wouldn't want to see bent elbows or your head dropping. So it's everything nice and tight. Wonderful. Keep that dumbbell nice and firm by bringing your heel closer to the bum. Good job. Keep going. We've got 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. And our time's up. Right, change sides. Alright, so from here on again, making sure that the dumbbell's firmly tucked in. And off we go. Going sideways. Wonderful. And again, just try and make sure to not break this complex, so try not to arch your back. As you go, I know the heavier we grow and the heavier the baby grows on us, the more likely we are to arch our backs. But try by all means to keep your lower back in line with the rest of the spine. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and time's up. Wonderful. So the next exercise is a clamshell exercise. So you're lying on the mat on your side. So in this direction, placing again the dumbbell just behind the hamstring and calf. And from here on, if you're comfortable in this direction, I'm happy for you to sit upright. I'm most comfortable lying down. Again, top arm comes to stabilize. So you place the top arm right in front of you. And from here on, feet together, just the thigh lifting off. I'm happy for you to stay in this manner. I'm just going to retire on my arm. And from here on, just lifting up. Right. Perfect. So make sure your hips are facing forward. Your headlights being your hip bones facing forward. And you're not lifting in the direction of rolling over your hips. So you're just lifting just a little and slowly back down again. Wonderful. 10 seconds left. And breathe. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Let's change sides. Of course, placing that dumbbell right behind your hamstring, anchoring it by bringing your heel closer to the bum. Knees are bent. If you're in this manner, please carry on the other side. I'm going to retire on my arm. But again, top arm right in front of you, feet together, and then opening up to this, to the side. Right, ready? And off we go. It's most important, again, I'm going to reiterate that you need to keep your hip bones facing forward. Oops. And that tends to happen. So make sure you've got a firm grip against the dumbbell or whatever object you're using to add on resistance. Try not to open up the hips too far out, as that tends to have an impact on how we activate. Good. Keep breathing. Oh my goodness. Clearly I'm not working as hard as you guys are. We've got 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Awesome stuff. Right, and from here on, pick up your dumbbells, up on our feet. We're going with air punches. Right, so here we are. Hip width distance, dumbbells or cans in your arms, and we're going with punches. Let's use those hips, punching diagonally. That's it. Get in as many punches as you can in 30 seconds. I need that heat, I need those smiles, and I need that energy. Keep going. We've got 20 seconds left. That's it. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds left. And our time's up. Wonderful. Right, so we're going to use the dumbbells again, but this time around we'll do a sit to stand. So Take a seat on your chair, on the platform that you are working on. From here on, as you stand, send your arms sideways and back down again. Wonderful. Squeeze the bum as you stand. So you really want to finish off that movement by engaging your bum. Good. As you lift your arms, make sure they're shoulder height. Perfect. You have to breathe. We've got 10 seconds left. That's it. And our time's up. Wonderful. Next up, we're going to do a standing hip abduction. So place the dumbbell right behind your thigh. And from here on, I'm happy for you to hold on to something. I trust that I won't fall over. So I'm going to challenge my balance. Hands on the waist for those of us challenging our balance. Standing leg is bent and open up to the side. Wonderful. So of course this makes sure that your hips are nice and strong to obviously try and alleviate any pains, particularly in the hips. Great stuff. So holding on, focus on a stationary object for those of us challenging ourselves. Otherwise you can hold on to something. Those hips will definitely stop burning, but we've got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and time's up. Wonderful. Change sides. And again, making sure that you firmly anchor the dumbbell. Going sideways. Soft bend in the knee. Happy for you to hold on to something. For those of us going the extra mile, challenging ourselves, let's try it. Eyes on a stationary object. Leg going as far out as possible. Hips nice and level. Good. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and our time's up. Wonderful. Next up, we're going to go with modified high knees. So, hands behind your head. Opposite knee comes up to opposite elbow. All right. Try to twist the body as you go with this modification of high knees. The more you twist, the more abdominal work you'll have. Good. We are 15 seconds away from ending this exercise, so keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time's up. Wonderful. I love it. So, we're going to attempt a plank. So I'm going to show the modified version of a plank, and that's of course on your knees, making sure that your hips are over your knees and holding that position. So this would be a modified plank, again emphasizing that your hips are over your knees and you're not leaving your bum up in this manner but pushing your hips forward. Okay, so this is a modified version. For all my moms that like the challenge, legs straight out and holding yourself upright. I'm going to stay down here, pushing my hips over and holding. We hold for 30 seconds. Make sure not to drop your body weight. So lift your body weight up and hold. Good job. Keep it up. Try and make sure to really engage those abdominals. We've got 10 more seconds left of this exercise. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and our time's up. Wonderful. Right, so that was our first round of the regimen of the 10 exercises. So now we're going to try it again at 20 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to try the entire sequence, but just 20 seconds per exercise. Let's see how fast we can do it in the 10 minutes that's left of the class. Wonderful. So grab your dumbbells. We start off seated. off with your reverse flies. So, leaning forward and going sideways. That's it. Only for 20 seconds. So how fast or how many reps can you get in 20 seconds? Keep it up. 5 seconds left. And our time's up. Wonderful. We're moving on to modified burpees. Right. Remember, step in with the other leg, and then jump. If you would like, if not, step in, and then just raise the arms to finish off the movement. Wonderful. Let's get going. So this is just 20 seconds. Get in as many reps as you can. Wonderful. Keep going. 5 seconds left. And our time's up. Wonderful. Right, so then we move on to rows. So hip width distance. Again, making sure that you have a neutral spine, so you're not arching your back, you're not tucking in your pelvis. You're neither here nor there, as I like to reference it. And from here on, rowing up. Let's see how many reps you can get in 20 seconds. That's it. Keep breathing. Nine seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Right, grab your chair or your stool, grab the dumbbells, and we go sideways and forward with the arms. Wonderful. Keeping your core nice and tight, keeping the arms nice and stretched out, or nice and straight. We're here for another 10 seconds. This will definitely get your heart rate up, but this is not a race, so take it at your own pace. Good job. And our time's up. Wonderful. Right, then from here on, down to the mat, going in with your fire hydrants or peeing dog. So, dumbbell firmly secure right behind your hamstring, pulling in your heel towards the bum, and off we go for 20 seconds. That's it. Keep that head elevated. Try not to drop the head. We've got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and time. Let's change sides. Alright, ready? And let's go. So just taking the leg out. If you had to imagine a glass of milk on your back, you want to try and make sure that this object doesn't move. So the more you move the hip, the more unstable the object gets. You've got 8 seconds to achieve stability. 3, 2, and your time's up. Wonderful. Right, and then getting into your clam exercise. So keep your dumbbell right behind where it was. And then we go with your clams. So I'm going to try sitting upright. Oops. Keep your feet together, and I'm going to try it sitting upright. Again, just making sure that you're lifting to the height of the hip. Trying not to lift any higher. Good. 3, 2, and time's up. Let's change sides. Again, dumbbell firmly placed behind, and then here we go. So opening up, keeping feet together. Trying not to roll on the hip, so keeping your hip bones facing forward. Top arm, keeping you nice and stable. That's it. You're doing such a great job. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and time's up. Wonderful. Grab the dumbbells, and we're going in with air punches. Good job. So, dumbbells on either hand, hip width distance, and going diagonally. Let's see how quickly you can get it done in 20 seconds. Wonderful. Work with the hips as you punch diagonally. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Right, then we come back on the chair. We're going with the sit to stand and a lateral raise. Ready? Then off we go. Remember, you want to keep those arms nice and straight. Squeeze your bum as you stand. Good job. Guess what? We've got 10 seconds left. You've got to breathe. 5 seconds. And our time's up. Wonderful. We're going to do that very challenging exercise where you put your object right behind your thigh and calf. And if you challenge your balance, you're going to try it again. So standing on one leg, opening out to the side. Good job. And remember, we're doing this just for 20 seconds. So you can definitely do it. Try keep the hips level. Try keep your core tight. 3 seconds left. 2 and time. Wonderful. Change sides. Right. So it's a soft knee and then opening up to the side. Good. You've got to keep that object nice and tight. You've got to squeeze the bum. You've definitely got to breathe. You don't really have a choice when it comes to that one. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and time's up. Wonderful. Alright, last exercise being our slow mountain climbers. Starting off in an advanced plank position. We go knees to chest. Last 20 seconds. Whew. You can do it. It's our last exercise. We're almost there. We're almost there. You've just got to breathe. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And guess what? We managed 2 rounds. First round being 30 seconds, second round being 20 seconds. So well done to you. Let's get down to our stretches. So, we start off again in our cat-cow sequence. So taking a big breath in, tucking in the pelvis, chin down to chest, and we get back to neutral. We bring it back down again, chin down to chest, and back to neutral. From this point onwards, knees going to the sides, bum down to heels. Let's go for your recovery position. So head down to the mat and hold that position. If you're feeling uncomfortable here, I'm happy for you to make 2 fists of your hands and rest the forehead on your fists. Wonderful. Alright, and from here on, coming up, so you obviously want to try and target the hamstrings. Curl the one leg in, reaching as far out as you can. I'm most happy for you to try use a towel here. Grab whatever's closest to you and try hold that position. Wonderful. Right, and then we'll change sides. So again, tucking in the leg that we're not stretching and reaching out as far as you can. And you want to grab whatever's closest to you. If you can reach for the toes, please go ahead and hold. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me in today's session. I know it was quite a gruesome session in that you were challenged to raise your heart rate, and I most certainly hope you had a fantastic time. Please join me next week, same time and hopefully same place. Keep well until we meet again.